And for more on the earthquake, let's go to tsunami expert and professor at Texas A&M and Cornell University's Philip Liu for more. Professor, thank you for joining us. We rarely see earthquakes stronger than an 8 on the Richter scale. So can you paint the picture for us for how powerful an 8.8 is?
Well, the largest earthquake, as you mentioned, that could go up to 9.5. That's really a huge amount of energy release by the earthquake. But I have to say that not every earthquake will generate tsunami. Really depends on how the earthquake that create the sea bottom or seafloor deformation is vertical components where the earth being pushed up and down. That components would be most effective for generating tsunami. So apparently for this particular event, although it's 8.8 earthquake, but the type of rupture of the fault plane is not effective enough to generate a large enough of tsunamis. And that's evidence, I mean, just by looking at the measurements, the field measurements taken in the ocean. And in the deep ocean, typically, we observe the wave height is around 3 to 4 meters. And that's relatively small if you measure by this magnitude of the earthquake.
Given this is one of the largest earthquakes on record, why did it generate smaller than expected wave heights?
As I said, and every earthquake will cause a different type of deformation of the seafloor. And now you can think about my hands, the seafloor. During the earthquake, part of the seafloor will go up, part of the seafloor will go down. And it's this vertical motion of the seafloor which generate tsunami. So every earthquake releases certain amount of energy. That's how we measure the magnitude of the earthquake. But not every earthquake will generate this kind of a large enough vertical deformation. They can have a deformation in the horizontal direction. They will also release a significant amount of energy, but they are not effective in generating tsunamis.
So what do you make of the effectiveness of earthquake warning systems?
I think I track following all the development all night and then wake up in the morning and was quite relieved to see that indeed this tsunami have not created significant damage in Hawaii or on the west coast of the United States. And I think the warning system, the forecasting system has done a tremendous job. And at the very beginning, and it's predicted how many hours before the earthquake will reach Hawaii. For example, 6 hours later, maybe 2 or 3 more hours later, the tsunami front or leading wave eventually will reach the west coast of the United States. So those are sort of all predicted at the very beginning quickly, and I think they're all pretty accurate. The what was underestimated, well, not overestimated, was initially is the magnitude of the tsunami that could generate by this particular earthquake event. It turned out to be a little bit weaker, but generally speaking, the pattern of this wave, tsunami wave, which propagate across the entire Pacific Ocean, all the way, passing Hawaii and then reach the west coast of the United States. The timing, the pattern, everything looks pretty good. Then also, by the way, we have a similar kind of earthquake generated in the Kamchatka before. So we have some prior knowledge and what to expect in terms of preparation and the warning. I think we have done a pretty good job on that.
Professor Philip Liu, we appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you.